Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. Ready up! They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. That's to about the 28. Second down coming out. If you look at this Bronco defense, well, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, here's Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Denver. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 7 down. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nix to the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Nix. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And it's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Nix. back up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Check.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. First down about the 21-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll go again with Genty. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he got the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powering his way forward. And out a little across the 25 to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Looking to throw. Nix. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Denver. Dobbins trying the left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal, Denver. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, he fakes the spike. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll find Jensen out of the backfield. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this first half.
24. Broncos 17.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. Now that all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Mims in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nix from the shotgun. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun, Nix. Left side here to Bryant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the throw in the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Now back to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught by Tucker. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On the give, Genty. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Broncos 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's Nix. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for Broncos score. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
27-yard line.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Ready up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The give out of the gun to Jeanty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
That's complete. Jeanty out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 9.
An audible here to get a new look. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. Put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw here. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On the give, Jeanty. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 3.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that would seem going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. 107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Good throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, first and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try to get the touchdown later.
Now it's Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.